Hello and welcome to Five Elements Living TV. I'm Shelby Connell. Today my guest is Linda Potter from Nautilus Retreats. She has a beautiful space in her home in Canton, as well as her family cottage in Hermon, New York on Trout Lake. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining me. I'm getting so excited. I've been to a few of your retreats.
Yes, you have.
Both at your home and on Trout Lake. And I have had some great experiences. And when I talk about it to other people, I realize they don't know what a retreat is.
Yeah.
So you are the best to explain it, if you don't mind.
What I say to people as they come, and retreat is just learning to take that pause in your life. And I think that, and you see this too, that we're so hooked on the busy thing, we're on the treadmill, that we just need that moment. And so retreat is basically getting off the busy track and taking a breath. This is necessary as breathing. And taking that moment, taking that pause to look at your life and to really listen to what your life is saying to you. And to remember who you are. And it may mean that you make changes, it may mean you make different choices, or you just go back, you have a slower pace and know that you can step off and take that moment just to think about who you are and where you want to go in your life. So it's just a necessary pause. It could be very short. I do it for a day, I do it for an evening, I do weekend, and I run week-long retreats. So it's however long works for your schedule.
So you travel as well. It isn't just in your home and in Trout Lake. You're willing to go different places.
Yes, I've been invited to people's homes. I've led for nonprofits at their businesses. I've had nonprofits come to me, and I traveled once to New Mexico and led a week-long retreat out there.
Wow, exciting.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So I was looking too, you also are a personal coach. If somebody doesn't want to sit with other people and talk about the changes that they want to make in their life,
Right.
you do some personal coaching.
Right. Sometimes for a person, a lot of times somebody who comes to the retreat within the group setting wants to have that one-on-one conversation, or that just works better for his or her schedule. So people will come to me, we'll do 1-hour sessions. And coaching, as I tell people, it's not therapy. It's somebody who says, this is where I want to go in my life, this is the goal. And as the coach, I stand next to them and I hold them accountable to that goal. And I'm that gentle but firm hand at the small of their back saying, let's keep moving forward, and I'll give you actions and ideas, but you're the person doing the work along the way. So it can be within the retreat setting and get that one-time boost or a consistent retreat experience, or the one-on-one coaching.
Mm-hmm. What I appreciated about it was sitting with a group of women. I think there were 5 of us, maybe even 6 at another one. And I didn't realize how much we all had in common, what was going on in our lives. So I felt the support of other women. Some were strangers, some I had met before. And it wasn't even about being private or privacy, really just sharing our day-to-day. And I really felt held and comforted. So could you go over maybe a typical, let's do a day retreat, the day retreat that we took at Trout Lake. Could you tell a little bit about what the day looks like, what somebody can expect?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm offering a retreat coming up this March in 2014, a day journaling retreat. So that's half filled actually right now. And so what would happen is you come in the morning and there's that chance to kind of start making those connections, start meeting other people. And I would usually do a guided visualization to kind of settle people into that retreat space, to really make them mark that you cross the threshold into something new in your life. And it's not a workshop. I'm not the one doing the talking all the time. I very much want people to share. So there'll be journaling exercises, there'll be discussion, and especially with a retreat like journaling, there's lots of time for solo reflection, that you can go off and take that pen to paper and do some writing and have those prompts and learn how to tell your story and learn how to delve in and find those insights that you're looking, maybe kind of unblock some areas in your life. We'll come back and share the meal, and then again there'll be some solo time. And I always encourage people to get out in nature. That's so important, to go out and take a walk, to sit by the water, to find that place where you can really settle in and get a sense of your environment. And then it's coming together again, and that chance for discussion, but more importantly, looking on how am I going to take the gift of this retreat back into my life and learning how to integrate that, because it's something that you're going to want to carry on and really bring home. It's not just a one-time experience. It should inform other choices that you make in the future. So every retreat kind of follows that similar arc.
So what made you choose Canton? And as I saw too, you're a retreat coach, you're certified as well. So what does that mean?
There's a woman who I found back in 2005 when I started getting into this. Her name is Helene Van Manen. She's out in Colorado, and she trains women on how to become retreat coaches. So with the whole process with her in the certification program, and I did the 2nd level of training with her, and I'm still involved in the program even though I've completed all the training, and just have monthly time with other coaches and sharing ideas with coaches from around the world. How I chose Canton. I was exposed to the Adirondacks. I worked at Paul Smith College back in the 80s and had an opportunity to work with someone who grew up in Canton. So I came back to Canton a lot with her. So when my husband was looking for jobs, he said, there's a place open in Canton. I said, we got to go there. And it just is, it's perfect for us. It's just been the best community for us to raise our family, have our kids. And I just feel so supportive and met so many wonderful people that we did have an opportunity once to leave, and we came back and said, no, we want to stay here. So this is it.
Yeah, well, you are very well known and very well liked. And I also want to say that you are always in good shape. You always have, it seems that you have quite a bit of energy. What do you do to take care of yourself?
Well, I run. I'm a runner. I take a lot of solo time walking the dog. I make sure I go places. We go out in the woods and we romp in the woods, and he gets his time and I get my time. I just try to set a pace of finding that balance, just because I tell people as hard as we work and play, we have to give ourselves the same amount of depth to the rest that we have. So we're trying to keep that balance. And I feel that the better that I can care for myself, the better I'm able to care for everyone else in my life, my family, my community, my friends. So I try to very much walk the walk. Not talking to other women about.
Mm-hmm. Well, we appreciate that, because even at the retreat, how you hold us, there's got to be, I just knew there was somewhere that you are practiced at it. It wasn't something you had read in a book and that you were showing us, but it was something you lived.
Absolutely.
And your family's pretty supportive?
Very supportive, 100% supportive. The kids I'll come back from the retreat and say, how was the retreat? And they want to know. And it's funny, the boys are 12 and 14, and my daughter's 20 now, but they understand it, and they get retreat, and they get why it's important. And I'll be walking the door and like, are you going to our retreat? I said, no, I'm going to the grocery store, but I'll go on a retreat this weekend. So they understand it. So there's been a lot of support from them, absolutely.
Oh, that's great. And I'm looking forward to having some retreats that you host at Five Elements Living. I am so looking forward to, especially a weekend retreats, where we can have that space where it's you can show women better ways of taking care of themselves, and they have that solo time, which is so precious.
It's
and
so important.
We don't give our time. So again, thank you so much.
Thank you. I look forward to it also.
I do too.
All right, great.